About a life, like Project Work Life. That's what it's about. It's about a business and a life and it feeling good, and it being, you know, doing something that you love and growing something that you love, but feeling good while you do it at the same time. And for me to be able to do that, it's about being really purposeful with my time and having boundaries. Self-love, self-care day, whatever you want to call it, like that's vital to kind of making this stuff happen. So you've got to look after yourself. You are the person who is growing this business, creating this business. You are the thing behind the business. So if you don't look after yourself, who's going to? What I help other people with is just kind of tune into yourself, like come into yourself and think about how you want to feel, and how does something make you feel? How do the people you work with make you feel? How do the things that you do and what you create, and when you're doing it in the moment, how does it make you feel? If it kind of makes you feel shit, maybe you should think about doing something else. Bring it back to doing more of the things that make you feel good. And trust that if you are doing the things that make you feel good, that, you know, you're going to put the energy into it. The energy will go into it and it will become amazing. The universe will support you. Opportunities will arise because you are following your heart and doing something that you're good at because it's your thing. The thing I really, really love doing is going, well, if this is what you want to achieve, and if it's all aligned with how you want to feel and what you value, how do you now make it happen in a way that's realistic? I think that when people go through just that process of asking themselves, how do I really, really want to feel? That process kind of, it's like it opens people's hearts and opens their minds and goes, really? Like, I'm like actually allowed to make goals that feel good. I'm able to create something that makes me feel better than I feel now. It just guides you in all the decisions that you make. So decisions become easier. So an opportunity arises and it's kind of this simple. Will it take me closer to how I really, really want to feel or not? Because you're kind of trying to do a million things. Like, who isn't trying to do a million things? We're trying to be mums and we're trying to be businesswomen and, you know, trying to be good partners and have a nice house and all of that kind of stuff. And the feedback I get is, you know, before I was working with you, it was overwhelming. I was overwhelmed and frustrated, and, you know, I didn't really know where to put my energy and what to focus on and what to do, and I was kind of not really achieving a great deal. Like, I'm working my ass off but not really getting where I want to go because I didn't really exactly know where I wanted to go. I guess they walk away feeling like it's achievable, like it's doable, like it's manageable. Finding a balanced and sustainable approach to making that all happen. It's about clarity. It feels manageable and achievable because I guess we go through that process of the bigger picture goals and breaking it down into an action plan, and then kind of going, well, let's just look at this month. It becomes achievable. There's small steps, they're achievable milestones, and you just get to focus your time and energy on the things that you know are going to get you closer to where you really want to be, how you really want to feel. It's easy once I've done it with someone and they're like, I get it, I'm in, kind of thing, and I know that I can help them. I know that I can kind of help get those ideas out of their head and make them into a reality or more of a reality or whatever. I will always get them closer to where they want to go. For some people, the idea of writing or creating a business plan, it want to make you vomit, like, and it actually kind of hurts your heart. In fact, it hurts my heart a bit when I think about traditional business planning, and there's absolutely a time and a place for it, but really it's about having a plan that is really meaningful and really tailored to you. And absolutely it can be fun. What the hell is the point in having a plan or going into business for yourself and doing your thing if it's not something that you really love? You know, more often than not, the people that I work with are kind of ready. They're like, you know, I'm over feeling shit, I'm over feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Absolutely I do come across people who go, well, I don't know what I want. And that's just about giving yourself time and asking yourself the right questions, or me asking you the questions, you know, like, spending some time together and thinking about what's in your heart and what you really, really want. And for some people that is a really hard thing to do. It's not something that they've grown up doing. It's not in their nature to put themselves first, you know. It's frowned upon, like to value yourself before other people, you know. But you know, it's kind of what you got to do, you know. And you have to trust that if you are looking after yourself and doing what you really love to do, and valuing yourself and honouring yourself, that you are going to have so much more to give to the people that are important to you. This is your life, and you want to teach your children or the people in your life to value themselves as well. You can't do that by telling them to value themselves. You've got to demonstrate it. You've got to get out there and do your own thing and follow your own heart. And that's not it's not at the expense of walking away from everybody else. It's about doing it in a way that all works together. When I work with someone, it's about getting really clear on what that structure is and having a framework to follow up and make that happen, and to be consistent about it and to hold you accountable so you actually come through with the goods. And you know, yeah, feedback I get is that I've actually done more. I've done more this month, you know, than I've done in the last 6 months. Closer, you know, to take me closer to where I really want to go, because I knew I had someone who was in my corner. I knew I had somebody who was going to hold me accountable. You know, I knew I had someone who was going to ask me the tough questions and keep me in line. So, yeah, that's a big part of it. You know, there's one thing to know what you do, and there's another thing to obviously explain to other people what you do. Way easier now that, you know, I've been doing it for a while, you know, and you see the outcomes, or you see, you know, how you're actually changing people's lives and changing people's businesses and making things easier. That's really what you know, at the end of the day, it's about making your business and your life easier because it feels good.